what time it
Hello there and welcome along to quarter-final 3 of day 4 of the Hero Hockey World League final. It's Argentina versus New Zealand. The winner will face England in the semi-final. Nice crowd building. Some of the local school kids coming in to get ready for the final game of the match, which sees host India in action against Australia. Ahead of that though, Argentina versus New Zealand. New Zealand away to the left of your picture there. Some home support for them. Travelled up from New Zealand to New Delhi. Captained by Dean Cousins. And, well, in the Argentina camp, Lucas Ray and the Argentina boys await. Surprise package of this tournament, Argentina. Game on. It's Argentina versus New Zealand. It's quarter-final 3, match 15 of the Hero Hockey World League final. Everything to play for. This is it. It's crunch time for both these sides. Quite simply, they win this match, they progress through to the semi-finals. So let's have a look and see how Argentina start with Vivaldi in goal. Paylat, one to watch for from the penalty corners. Shiladi, Ibarra, Caglioni, Ray the captain, Paredes, Villa, Lopez, Ray and Masili all in the starting 11. 7 substitutes on the bench for head coach Carlos Retegui to choose from. Former women's coach. Now Chaffer in charge of the men. New Zealand then line up like this with Manchester in goal. Child, Cousins, the captain. Hilton, Burrows, Shaw, Russell, one to watch for the penalty corners for New Zealand. Tarrant, Punchier, McAleese and Ingles in Colin Batch's starting 11. There is Batch up in the stands already. Slightly higher viewing point for him to watch this game. Can relay any messages through his radio if he can sort it out. Looks a little bit tangled up there, doesn't he, Colin? Our two umpires today, Marcin Grochel and Gary Simmons of South Africa. Quarterfinal number 3 is underway then. Argentina playing from right to left, an aerial ball for them early on towards the 25, brought down by Tarrant. So Argentina and New Zealand going toe-to-toe for a place in the semi-finals. A win here would see them lined up in a semi-final match against England. A loss will take them down to the bottom of the draw. A loser playing Belgium. England beating Belgium by just 1 goal earlier today, the first game of the day. England winning by 1-0. Germany losing out as well just ahead of this by 2-1 to neighbours the Netherlands to book their place in the semi-finals. A small mistake there at the back early on from Argentina. So first attack really for the Black Sticks. Good drive forward from Child into the D. The ball comes and out it goes straight away. Only as far as Punchier though. It'll be a 16-yard hit. So New Zealand getting close here, but just going across the baseline. It was Child with the spin that got the ball into the D, but there's no one really there on the end of it, unfortunately. Simon Child, who'll be playing his hockey with the Delhi Wave Riders after this international tournament, where the top 8 sides are all in action. We're getting down to the business end of the tournament, though. This first ever Hero Hockey World League final. And talking of the Delhi Wave Riders, I've got their head coach alongside me, Cedric D'Souza, who's watching this one. Cedric, another exciting quarter-final to look forward to between these two sides.
Definitely, Mike, and you know what's going to be on the cards is the hard running, the physical contest that is there between both these teams.
One bobbling loose in the D came up off the Argentina player after that route one ball came in.
A lot of strength on the ball. You know, the PCs are between 2 youngsters. 20 corners between 2 youngsters, Pellat and Russell Kane. And you know, going to find a lot of small triangles and getting through from the back line, which is the hallmark of both these teams. And a lot of quick hands and soft hands in the circle, and a lot of diving deflections. This is what I think is going to be in this ground. And a lot of aerial balls too.
Yeah, well, we've seen one just there. It's gone right down the throat of Kane Russell, who drives forward into the D again. Now the shot comes off from Ingles. Is it going to be a penalty corner? First one of the night. It goes New Zealand's way after they surged forward through Kane Russell, teed that one up, and they got the reward that they were after.
Would you like to refer?
Well, they were just deciding there whether or not to go up to the video referral. Was this a stick tackle or not? There was a foot there. He wasn't giving it for the foot. It was for the nudge and the push there.
But basically, it was a nice aerial ball all the way through, and Kane Russell gets the ball, drives into the circle, strength on the ball, and then finds the foot and a penalty corner from that.
So it's penalty corner number 1 of the evening. 61 goals in the tournament so far there. New Zealand's conversion rate 2 from 10 in the tournament so far. They make it 3 from 11. Comes to the head of the D with Russell. And there's the flick, it's low. It came up off the goalkeeper. Well, keeper did well to get down to it. Vivaldi on the end of Kane Russell's shot, and it goes off for a sideline ball. Cousins at the heart of the defence. The first time ball finds Russell. Forward now is Burrows off the back foot. Argentina not coming out the blocks as they have done in the games before this, in the build-up to this game, this all-important quarter-final. Here's another look at that penalty corner, Cedric.
Well, Kane Russell pushed, but right in the center of the goal, Vivaldi had to just drop his body and smother that ball and put the ball out of safety.
Chance here for Argentina possibly to take the lead. Can they get the ball across the face of goal? They did, but the deflection went wide. It took a final deflection, I think, off Tarrant's stick for a long corner. But Villa was the one that was in there making a nuisance of himself. Also, Calioni on that far post. Here, another long corner. Foot there as well on the far side. Argentina with a quick restart. Taken out for another long corner. And umpire calling time here. Gary Simmons just going over. Who's going to have a word with?
Make sure you fight. Don't risk a penalty corner, yeah?
That's Burrows and Paredes just been given a little talking to there by the umpire. They both had a little chuckle there, didn't they? It's all part of the game, isn't it? The physicality side of things. With Shaw to his right-hand side, goes straight up the heart of the field and finds Hilton, lays the ball off. Edwards with the ball forward, which finds Russell. Russell wins the free hit out to the dotted line. Has to travel 5 yards, does so. Back to Russell, can he get one through? Yes, he can, but there's no one there on the P spot other than an Argentina foot. It's going to be penalty corner number 2 of the night. Here's why.
Well, a nice drive through by Kane Russell. Gets Calioni on the foot and a penalty corner.
Support waiting in the wings. Janice Bartholomew, Marcus Child-Smith and Haig all waiting to come on. Cousins just being fed a message by the coaching staff there. What routine are they going to run as Cousins makes his way back over to the huddle? We saw a straight flick saved moments ago. Kane Russell on target, but well saved by Vivaldi. Similar setup with Shea McAleese alongside Kane Russell at the head of the D for New Zealand. New Zealand then looking to get their noses ahead here in New Delhi. Quarter-final number 3, aiming to be in the semi-finals. A goal here would certainly help. Comes out to the head of the D. It's Russell again, goes high this time and scores! What a way to open his account here this evening. It's the second of the tournament for Kane Russell, and he's given New Zealand a vital lead here in quarter-final number 3. It's Argentina 0, New Zealand 1.
A great flick by Kane Russell, beats keeper Vivaldi, all hands up, and also beats the postman with no chance at all. Ball right in the deep far corner of the net.
Great camera angle from it there as it came right towards the lens and finished up in the top corner. So Kane Russell opens the scoring on 7 minutes. New Zealand, the world number 7 side, up here by a goal to 0 against Argentina, ranked 11th. They started the better of the two sides, that's for sure. Route 1 ball needs to be cut out by Shaw. Now Argentina will look to counter. Numbers forward, 5 in total. Over the 25 now. That one high up and into the hand, I think, of Dean Cousins, who stays down. Strong chance that's connected on the knuckle.
Are you bleeding?
Caught him on the thumb. Just tried to play it away from his body, but would have trapped between the stick and the ball. Cousins going off. Might have split the skin there as well, which is why he's going off. May need some stitches or something in that. We'll keep you posted. McAleese with the ball forward. Panchia now inside. Turn from Jenis. Thought he was fouled there, but play waved on. Argentina can't do anything with it. They've given possession straight back. And Batch's side up here by a goal to nil. Kookaburra watches on. So the former assistant coach for Australia between 2001 and 2008. And they won gold in 2004. So a wealth of experience behind this New Zealand team. As far as Argentina goes, Cedric, who are the key players that they need to look to in this game if they're going to get back into it and indeed go on and win it?
Well, the Argentine key players are Ibarra, Caglioni, Mazzilli and Lopez. Lopez has his fine long hits which hits into the circle for deflections, and Mazzilli is a great person, great player for diving deflections as well as for the tip-in balls.
We'll keep an eye out for those numbers, 5, 7 and 17. Is the Argentina number 19, Aguilera, with the free hit win, but New Zealand have it back. Dangerous times though, not too much space for them here, have to keep their composure, and they do. Again, it's Russell at the heart of the action, having put his side ahead. Tarrant looking to come on as and when he gets the opportunity. Here is Kane Russell, the difference between the two sides. Still just 21 years of age, and he was here a couple of weeks ago at the Junior World Cup. So it's almost his second home as that one just drifts off in front of him. 7 goals in that tournament at the Junior World Cup. 2 in this so far. 1 against Germany and 1 here tonight against Argentina. Argentina come out and round. A good start to this tournament for them, beating the Netherlands by 5 goals to 2. On the back foot here against New Zealand though. Burrows took a little deflection, it'll be a long corner. Final touch came off an Argentina stick. Edwards over to take it. Just knocks it back to McAleese. Round we come to Shaw.
The Argentine defense has to be very careful of Burrow's long hits. He's got a fantastic drive and a very penetrating pass into the circle. And they've got a guy like Ingles who there is also very strong in the deflections.
Lucas Villa, crossfield ball, didn't need that assisted touch really from Lucas Ray, the captain. Plenty of space for New Zealand to counter-attack through Jenis down that left-hand flank. He's still going strong. 2 goals in the tournament so far for him, as he sees that one just pinched away from him at the last minute for a long corner. Bartholomew comes back through the midfield. Shaw back into it. Just playing that 1-2 with Haig. Got Tarrant out here on the near side. Edwards gets his feet around but can't play in Ingles.
New Zealand employing a high court press.
Yeah,
and closing the lines back in defense also. They're putting a high press and closing the lines in defense.
Dear, that was tense times for Bartholomew at the back. Free hit just outside. And Bartholomew had an Argentina defender just behind him there, mistracked it, and now pressure's on the other foot. Argentina looking to come forward and get it equalised. A little touch there from Haig, takes it away to the head of the D. Good persistence here. And a chance to get a shot off, there it is. And Manchester parries it away for a long corner. Devon Manchester, left arm extension to save that one. Bread and butter stuff for the goalkeepers at this stage and at this international level. Let's have a look at that last chance.
Well, if you look at Mazzilli hits the shot, but Devon Manchester's in his angle and he plays the ball onto his arm. You know, the main thing is to hit this ball in the corners along the ground. It's more difficult for a keeper, but these easy ones are at arm reach. Make the keeper commit, make the keeper work for the save.
Here's a quick look at possession and how the early part of this game is panning out. There are 2 circle penetrations. New Zealand up by 5-3, both sides having had 2 shots. We saw that last one there moments ago, saved by Devon Manchester. Argentina trail here by a 1-0. New Zealand come forward through the midfield again, picked up by Chubb, but not for long. Jabbed away from him and right through the heart of the pitch now. Here come Argentina again into the circle, looking for a deflection. Parried away, is going to be a chance. Penalty corner had been given. Well, would they rather that or the shot on target there? Ibarra was set, ready to pull the trigger.
The ball played to the right-hand side, and he looks up for a deflection. You had Mazzilli right diving for that ball, but Ibarra gets this loose ball, and actually the umpire should have blown for an advantage rule in that one.
Yeah, I know as a player I'd certainly want to have the advantage there. Instead, they have a penalty corner, and they have Pelat at the head of the D. Gonzalo Pelat, 1 goal in the tournament so far, very much the man that they will look towards. 20 minutes left in the first half. Argentina 0, New Zealand 1. Argentina to level things up here. They come to the head of the D. There's the flick. It wasn't the best of connections. It did find a foot. Gonzalo Pelat just leaving the ball behind him there. Didn't get full contact with it and managed to drag it up and along his stick. Have a look at this. New Zealand almost looking to go to a video referral there. It wouldn't have been the right option. They changed their mind having seen the slow-mo replay on the big screen here in Delhi. Second bite of the cherry for Gonzalo Pelat. In it comes, Pelat again. This time does connect with it, but it also takes a deflection off the #1 runner, who was Shea McAleese. Got to it first, narrowed the angle, and keeps Argentina out. It's still Argentina 0, New Zealand 1.
Well, the idea of Pelat was to do the diving deflection for the right-hand side for Caglioni, but New Zealand first runner was up to the mark and deflected the ball wide.
Here's another look at it in a slow-motion replay from behind the goal. You see there how well McAleese does to get to the ball, running that direct line. No fear run. Cousins back on the pitch then, that's good to see. The New Zealand captain going off having taken a blow to the thumb 5 or 6 minutes ago. He's back on the pitch now. And New Zealand are back in possession, more importantly. There is Cousins now with Bartholomew to his right. Easy ball into Burrows and time for him to turn. Peels out nicely. Here's the goal scorer, Russell. Into the D again. Good change of pace from him. Forces the long corner. Got his head down. Bartholomew again. Two umpires just conferring there, which is good to see as well, and coming up with the right decision, which was Argentina ball, came up off a New Zealand stick. So 17 minutes left to play. If you're just joining us, it's Argentina 0, New Zealand 1. New Zealand going ahead through a Kane Russell goal on 7 minutes. They'll take a penalty corner. Accurate into the top right-hand side of the goal as we looked at it from behind him. Here he is on the ball now with the restart. New Zealand can build again. Certainly a slower start to Argentina's game, isn't it, Cedric? From the side that we've seen in the tournament so far, maybe their confidence dented a little by that 6-1 loss against Australia before yesterday's day off.
I think apart from that, the New Zealand team is also playing a very compact defense and not allowing them the spaces that they normally get when they play against the opposition that they've played so far in this tournament. And also, you know, the ball which keep firing in by Lopez is being smothered, being closed down by the New Zealand players. So they're closing the gap very well, not allowing them the free spaces.
Argentina did come back from 2-1 down against Belgium to win that game by 3-2. They're going to have to do something similar here, but we haven't had that high-scoring games, or those high-scoring games today at the quarter-final stages. England beating Belgium by 1-0, Netherlands beating Germany by 2-1. The winner of this game playing England in the semi-finals. At the moment, it looks like New Zealand's going through to the semi-final stages.
Sorry, 22 black players.
Panchir did well to back off there, had to give the 5 metres from the restart. Burrows then came through and dominated it. Just tips the crossbar there as it came in from the deflection. Little crossbar challenge. Chapa, 3 times Olympian, coach now of the Argentina men's side. Cousins there, the captain for New Zealand with Bartholomew. Quick retake from him, diagonal ball is on and well led towards from Jake Smith. New Zealand forwards are working hard up front. Not getting too much of the action though. Heard it there, free hit's been given for the push as Burrows picks it up. Runs it straight onto the flat stick of Calioni though. They're saying nobody there, but he was surrounded by Argentina players. You can see certainly why they might feel a little hard done by that decision. Advantage waved on though, and New Zealand come forward again. That definitely was a foot. Simon Child, Hilton and Edwards waiting to come on. Guys on the pitch can afford to give a little bit more. They're just holding on to possession at the moment. New Zealand, there's the route 1 ball from Shaw. Jenas on hand, but takes a small deflection there off Edwards.
But both teams aren't actually switching the game and changing the point of attack. They're going just one side. If they use the other side, the other spaces, there's a possibility of getting more gaps and firing the balls through. But it's just one side, one direction hockey at the moment.
This is better from Argentina, now into the head of the D. Needed that vital last-minute tackle from Kane Russell on the head of the D. New Zealand now blocked that route to goal. Good interception there, almost. Ball comes back in. Thinks about the reverse stick shot. Now the ball comes in, picked up by Shaw. Some scrappy defending needed by New Zealand. Holding on to this goal advantage. Crucial game this, remember, for both teams. Only one progressing through to the top half of the tournament, the semi-final stage. The loser will go down and play in the bottom half of the classification matches, 5th to 8th. Turn from Edwards, plays into Ingles, looking for Hilton, goes himself. Argentina player underneath the ball, so Shaw there had to give 5 metres, he didn't, so Argentina won the free hit. Cousins is back there sweeping. Tries to keep it in play, and Charles does just. Two of them interchanging passes again. Planchier with a little touch upfield towards Hilton. Ball helped on there by Paredes. And we've got another player down here. It's Shaw that's gone down.
I think a bit of shove in the back, and you know, must have got winded when he fell down.
It's amazing, isn't it, when you get winded? You see such hard hits in hockey. I've seen worse than that, but that one knocking the wind out of Shaw for sure. Look at him, he's in a discomfort. Some of the loyal Blackstick fans that have made it down here. There they are. Give them a big shout out on Twitter as well, maybe, if you'd like to say hello, at FIH_hockey. You can tweet your pictures there as well. Say you've seen the family and friends on the TV back home in New Zealand. And hashtag it HHWL. Follow us on Twitter at FIH_hockey. Shaw's back up on his feet now. He's just going to come off for some medical attention, though, having taken that one in the ribs. Right, he's off the pitch now, so we can get back underway. 10 minutes remaining in the first half. Argentina 0, New Zealand 1. New Zealand going ahead on 7 minutes through Kane Russell. Russell putting New Zealand ahead. So at the moment, it's New Zealand that will go through to play England in the semi-finals on Friday. A day off for all the teams tomorrow. Don't think they'll be doing anything too stressful, will they, Cedric? Probably just kicking back, doing some match analysis of the teams that they could potentially face in the semis.
Definitely, I think they'll be doing a lot of regeneration in terms of massages and getting into the pool. At the same time, they'll be doing a lot of video analysis and trying to figure out how best to beat the opposition.
Not a bad way to spend your day, is it? Chilling by the pool, watching videos. Sounds all very glamorous, doesn't it? And cheer now. He's got Ingles ahead of him. Won the free hit. First card as well. It's going to be Ray that gets the green card, so a 2-minute suspension. That time starts as soon as he gets to the dugout, to the sin bin, so that's why he's sprinting off. That means Argentina are down to 10 players as well. A chance here for New Zealand to capitalise on that. They've got 2 minutes power play. There's the overlapping run that finds the foot. McAleese trying to get the cross in. There is Lucas Ray in the sin bin. Captain's example. Well, hardly. Why is it, do you think, Cedric, at this stage of the tournament we don't see as many goals as we normally do in the pool stages? All the sides rather conservative coming forward as that ball bobbles off Burrows' stick for a sideline ball.
I think the other thing is that both teams learn to study each other and figure out the pluses and the minus points, and they plug as much as possible. So, you know, goals get harder to come by.
Huge aerial from the back there, over 50 yards on it. Was over the head of Tarrant, and also back there tidying up was Russell. He'll come back through Russell, the goal scorer. McAleese now. Into Burrows. Nice overlapping run from Child. Here's a chance. Over the 25. Can he get the shot off? Oh, no, he can't. It's going to be a stroke, though, because as he went to make that shot, the Argentina defender came in, obstructed the shot, and surely it was going goal bound. We'll get a much better look at this. Do they want to go to the referral? No, they don't want to use it. That was a horrendous challenge. Talk us through it, Cedric.
A lovely through ball, and Simon Child did fantastic to try and get into that space to receive that pass. He ran, his timing of the lead was perfect, and coming into the circle, his stick was obstructed by Ibarra, and a penalty stroke given for New Zealand.
Well, Pedro Ibarra there claiming innocence, but it was a rather cynical way of breaking play down. Right then, Cousins then to extend the lead here for New Zealand from the P spot. Cousins versus Vivaldi of Argentina. This to extend New Zealand's lead in the game, currently leading by 1-0 through Kane Russell. Dean Cousins steps up and slots it against the backboard. Missed it, absolutely missed it. Where did this go? Oh, post.
Well, he sent the goalkeeper the wrong way, and he puts the ball against the post.
Thought it had gone in and bounced out. It's come off the post. Look at that. Had all the space in the world to shoot. The keeper had gone the wrong way. Cousins hits the post. How costly a miss will that prove for New Zealand? Confirmation there that Argentina are back up to 11 players too. And skipper Lucas Ray back on after his green card. Here is Cousins, having just missed that penalty stroke. Argentina will breathe a huge sigh of relief if they go in at half-time just 1-0 down. Could so easily be 2. It's 50-50 as far as possession goes on the field. New Zealand with more circle penetration, 7-5 in their favour. But Argentina, more shots on target by just 1, 4-3.
Well, Argentina playing this normal pattern of play, which is to hold back in their own half, the half court, and then just play on the break. They're waiting for New Zealand to make the mistakes and then just hit them with the speed and the skill up front.
There's Colin Patch's side, who could be 2-0 up. Instead, a lifeline for Argentina. Can they get one back in the first half? Still a long way to go. 40 minutes of hockey to play. Just over 5 minutes left in this first half. Now the pressure comes from Argentina. They get it back. Had that ball, was underneath it. Argentina defenders weren't 5. Overlapping run now from McAleese. It's a real dogfight out there between these two teams. Burrows with the nice first time pass up towards Child, who's he got in support. Just drifted the wrong side of the touchline. Oh dear, there's a mistake. Oh, and it should have been 2 there. Stephen Jennings should have added a second there for New Zealand after that defensive error. Open goal, shoots wide.
Ball played back to the baseline. and the defender Lucas Rossi made a mess of it and was missed by the New Zealand player just in front of the keeper. I think it was a hurried shot because he didn't expect the ball to come off him.
Yeah, I agree. He had to take it first time. That was the right decision. It was just a question of the accuracy. He couldn't get it on goal. He couldn't force a save from Vivaldi. 3.5 to play in the first half. New Zealand should be 3-0 up. Ingles now looks to try and add a second. Onto the reverse stick, takes the shot. Saved off the kicker of Vivaldi that time. An easy save. Wasn't too much power as Ingles went to ground with the shot. Soft giveaway of possession there from Lucas Ray, the captain. He's not having his best game. Ingles comes off, or off I should say, after that shot. Placed by Jacob Smith up front. Game a little bit stretched now, with just the 6 New Zealand defenders back. Argentina throwing numbers forward, sniffing a chance. There he goes, way off into the stands. That's ended about 8 rows back, right down in the corner.
And a great run by Inglis, with strength on the ball, carried the ball all the way up, and then takes a hit at goal, reverse hit, and was a save by the keeper. The other one was basically a one which was a half a chance, and the goalkeeper didn't have to do anything because the New Zealand player just missed the ball and missed the goal.
I'd have to say it's more than half a chance, that last one. Best chance of the second half, I'd say. So New Zealand have hit the post. Dean Cousins hitting the post from a penalty stroke. Jenas shooting wide. The only man that has been on target for New Zealand in the first half is Kane Russell. At the moment, New Zealand pinned back into their own quarter as well, their own defensive quarter, as Argentina now try and get one through the gaps. Panchia with the overlapping run. Smith, the only man ahead of him. Marcus Child this time, stealing it back infield. Here's Jenas again, maybe he'll get another go. Penalty corner. I don't think there's too many arguments here. I might have even gone a stroke for this one. Didn't think there was another defender between him and the goalkeeper. They're going to appeal this one. So, was there a foul on Jenas? Let's see what the question is.
Sorry. I've run for the stick check into the penalty corner, and the Argentinians declared it was a clean tackle. My interpretation was stick first. Can you have a look, please?
Okay, I'll have a look, Gary.
Right, stick first or clean tackle, that's what we're looking for. Well, I can see his point from that angle. We'll get a better look at it here close up. Certainly looks like it was a clean tackle, and he was very confident going over, I think, Paredes. But now Murray Grime, the Australian video umpire, having a look at all the angles available. Shouldn't have to wait too long for this decision. Just over a minute left to play as Argentina trail here by a 1-0. It could be more. We're just waiting to see whether this is a penalty corner or not. What's your take on it, Cedric?
I think it's a penalty corner.
Reason?
I think it was a stick check in the circle. Although he got the ball, maybe he got the ball after he hit the stick. What we can see, we have the opportunity of looking on replay.
Okay.
Video umpire just looking at several different angles.
There, Gary.
Yeah, mate.
There was a stick check, but it was outside the circle.
Sorry, it was outside the circle?
Yes.
Okay, all right. I've learned for the outside the circle deliberate penalty corner, so I'm going to stick with that decision.
I think you can stick with that if that's what you look for.
Sticking with his original decision then. Well spotted, Cedric. That stick check just beforehand means it's penalty corner time for New Zealand. It'll be corner number 3 of the night. And Argentina lose their appeal. So they lose their video referral, that red dot going next to their name in the top left-hand corner. and there's just over a minute left to play. That means we'll play this penalty corner out. Argentina, of course, if they can keep it out, a chance to counter-attack up the other end. New Zealand, on the other hand, focusing on scoring here and making it 2-0 going in at half-time. Haig at the head of the D. Alongside him, McAleese. Argentina settle behind the defensive line. With Haig and McAleese set to flick this. Two Castles at the head of the D then for New Zealand. 1-0 they lead as it stands at the moment. The ball comes out. It's a clean flick, but it takes a deflection, long corner. It was Haig with the drag flick, but the number one runner quick to it as McAleese wants to get the restart going. Burrows with the ball in, Panchir with the shots, and then the final deflection off Genesis' stick. Final 30 seconds of the half. Argentina working their socks off out there. Free hit just outside the 25. Ball can come directly in. Fronted up by Genis. 2 goals in the tournament so far. Oh, lovely skills, lovely work all the way. Just had it pinched away at the head of the D. The final tackle, last-ditch tackle, as the hooter goes for the end of the first half. So Colin Batch's men go in at half-time in this third quarter-final. 1-0 up. Argentina 0, New Zealand 1. Oh, what a half. It really started to get going towards the latter part there. New Zealand doing the damage early on, though, with Kane Russell scoring on the 7th minute from a penalty corner. Dragged it into the top right-hand corner as he looked at it. And they could have easily made it more. Dean Cousins hitting the post from a penalty stroke. And then Genis putting one wide as well. So New Zealand could easily be 3-0 up. As things stand at the moment, though, Argentina still with a chance to get back into this quarter-final. At half-time, they'll be back. It's Argentina 0, New Zealand 1.
Should be 3-0. You know, Devon, Manchester is this ground. Every time they came into the circle and they were close to him. Yeah. He didn't commit. He waited. That's what happened. You know, he stayed upright and didn't let them. You know, if he had gone down, up and lift over. Yeah. Hala. leg, haven't you? That things are so hard. Yeah, I know. You got soft bits in the middle. Yeah. Yeah, but it's terrible. Get some extra bits. Get some of that earmuffs from downstairs.
Welcome back to quarter-final 3, Argentina versus New Zealand. And New Zealand lead Argentina at the half-time break by a 1-0. You can see there Kane Russell putting New Zealand ahead from a penalty corner on 7 minutes. You can follow all the action, get all the photos, watch all the behind-the-scenes videos. Facebook.com/FIHockey. Facebook.com/FIHockey to get behind the scenes and have your say as well. Be as vocal as you like at FIH_hockey and hashtag your tweets HHWL. That stands for Hero Hockey World League. Looking forward to hearing from you and your tweets. Let's look back on the first half action then. Argentina came close here, but Manchester standing his ground. That deflection that came in from Calioni going wide. New Zealand on target though to open the scoring on 7 minutes. Russell with his second goal of the tournament. Right into the top corner there. Excellent finish. They could well have made it 2 here. Child went in. Was going to take the shot, but then the challenge coming in from behind him, setting up this penalty stroke. Thought initially it had come off the backboard, but that actually came off the right-hand post, which is why there was that look of disgust on Dean Cousins' face, and yeah, shocking miss. A gasp there as Jenas missed his open goal. There's a look at the other stats. 8 shots then for New Zealand, only 1 of those going in. 5 for Argentina. More circle penetrations for New Zealand as well, 11-6, and just in charge of the possession as well in that first half. Only able to convert 1 of 3 chances from their penalty corners, none from 2 for Argentina. There'll hopefully be more chances in the second half. And what are they playing for? Well, a place in the semi-finals. Here's how it's looking at the moment. The winner of this match would take part in semi-final 3, third one down there against England. So the winners, Argentina or New Zealand, would be New Zealand at this stage through to a semi-final place against England. Those other positions then, Belgium will play the loser of that match in the bottom half of the draw. And then we've got Australia and India to look forward to as the last match of the day. The loser of that game will play Germany. The winner will go on to face the Netherlands in semi-final number 2. So that's what they're playing for as they bid to be the first ever winners of the Hero Hockey World League. We can go pitch side now with Simon Mason.
Colin, 1 goal up at half-time, but could easily be 2 or 3. Frustrating?
A little bit disappointing. I'm very happy with the way we're playing and the way we're possessing the ball, so there are a lot of positives out there for the boys. It would have been nice to have another goal before half-time, but you know, you need to play for 70 minutes, so that's what we're anticipating.
And it looked like you had to be very patient during that half. The Argentinians counter-attacked very well, and the goals chances not coming till late on.
Yeah, I think that's the nature of the game we play at the moment. It's, you have to defend very well. We've improved in that area throughout the tournament, and we're providing some good counter-attack opportunities. We just need to finish.
So that finishing really the key to this second half and sealing the win? Well,
Yeah, we need to score again. There's no doubt about that. We can't sit on a 1 goal advantage, but we need to defend very well, and that will be the basis for our win.
Well, good luck for this second half.
Okay, thanks, Simon.
Simon Mason with head coach of New Zealand, Colin Batch. 35 minutes left. His side should be up by 3-0. As it stands, it's only 1-0 though. A missed flick from Dean Cousins and a missed opportunity from Stephen Jenas. The goal for Kane Russell. So both sides gather themselves ahead of this second half. The Black Sticks going through to the semi-final as things stand, but as we heard there, still a long way to go in this. They can't take their foot off the accelerator as Manchester takes his place back in goals for New Zealand. New Zealand ranked 7th in the world. Argentina behind them by a couple of places, looking to improve their world ranking here, currently in 11th. but have surprised a few of the tournament favourites so far. Will they shock us again here this evening by beating world number 7 New Zealand? Brace yourself, second half action on the way. Here we go then, the restart, and it is the Black Sticks New Zealand playing from right to left. They lead here, courtesy of a Kane Russell goal. Russell converting on 7 minutes from a penalty corner. And remember, New Zealand here to do a job, targeting a top 6 finish. A win here would certainly guarantee that, because they would progress through to the semi-finals and play England in those semi-finals. A loss, however, drops them down to the bottom half of the draw. Argentina starting fast, ball comes in, takes a deflection and up into a New Zealand body. So a penalty corner inside the first minute of the second half. Alongside me, Cedric de Souza watching this one. That was pretty clear-cut, wasn't it, Cedric? Right into the body.
Right into the body of Blair Tarrant. It was a hit driven hard into the circle, deflected of a New Zealand defender, and went into Blair Tarrant and a penalty corner. He just couldn't get his body out of the way.
Yeah, tried to turn his back on it and arch his back to move it out of the way, but it brings Gonzalo Paylet to the top of the D. Scored once already in this tournament. 7 goals, though, in round 3. There's the conversion rate so far in the final. 2 from 12 from the game so far for Paylat. Alongside him as well is Ibarra, who has 2 goals in the tournament. Not the best injection. Slipped there, though, and dealt with by Manchester, went into his chest. It'll be a long corner. Well, it wasn't ideal because it wasn't stopped dead at the head of the D. Didn't even give himself a chance.
Well, he improvised well enough to give the ball back to Paylat, and Paylat flicked the ball into Manchester. He should have angled his ball a little bit more into the top corners.
There was a huge grunt from the Argentina coaching staff up here in the stands. There's the mistake at the head of the D. There's the flick which Manchester just watched off. Tarrant, first time ball down the left-hand flank. No one there. Child was the closest to it. New Zealand just hanging back here in this second half. They lead by a goal to 0 on about a half-court press, just over the halfway line as things stand at the moment.
Well, Colin Batch made a statement at halftime saying that his team needs to defend well and use the opportunities of the counter-attack. It's exactly what they're doing. They're holding back and just playing the half-court press and looking for the counter balls.
Well, we haven't seen one of those counter-attacks as yet. They're just absorbing a lot of the pressure at the moment, bringing all their players back into the 25. That one's taken a deflection and will be a sideline ball for Argentina. Argentina, who lost their video referral in the first half. New Zealand still have theirs. Green light is on. A foot there from Punchier, just outside the D. Ball moves 5, can go into the D now, away from the body there for a long corner. Good hustle in there from New Zealand to win the ball back. Child in the end teaming up with Punchier to do that, but again they give it away. Cousins this time recovers. Punchier onto the reverse stick, and again relieves a little bit of pressure up as far as the halfway line where Jenas gives chase. Just the ball dumped and left by Gilardi. Here's some space and a chance, little deflection. Is it going to go in? No, just wide. Manchester had to track it back after that first time touch across the face of goal from Lucas Villa.
And a great ball down deep into the circle. Actually, the great run by Lucas Ray, leading to the right-hand side of the goalkeeper, and the deflection. If it was in the goal, it would have gone inside. Devin Manchester had no chance.
And that ball as well from Paredes just didn't have enough pace on it as well for that sort of harsher deflection. There'd been a bit more speed on it. Who knows where that ball might have gone. Another interception from Argentina on the halfway line, driven now over the 25. Aggressive work from Lopez, who earns the long corner. Taken by Villa. This is when Argentina look good. This is when they look dangerous. 1-2s around the back. And Burrows has to come for it. Great strength. Those two going toe-to-toe. Burrows in the mix. What about that? Massili as well. Have a look at this. Both fully engaged.
Both showing 100% commitment to get that ball. And in the bargain, both having a tumble.
Yeah, and don't worry, Burrows not sent off for that challenge there. Perfectly legal. He's just come off for a break. McAleese and Smith wait in the wings to come on as fresh substitutions for New Zealand. It's up off an Argentina foot. Argentina really cranking up the pressure in this second half. They didn't play like this in the first half. They sat back a lot more. They tried to absorb a lot of this New Zealand pressure in that first half. They conceded 1 goal in it. Could have easily been 3. Cousins hitting the post there with the aerial ball. Marcus Child tries to play it through, plays the advantage. Ibarra then releasing his teammate. And in turn, Lopez winning the free hit. A misty, cold, damp evening here in New Delhi. Still a few fans creeping in for the final quarter-final of the day. Australia versus hosts India. India surprising Germany yesterday, almost winning that game against the Olympic champions. To get past Australia in the quarterfinals if they're to progress to the semis. Certainly more legwork being done out there by the Argentina forwards in this second half.
If you look at New Zealand, they've all got back into the defense, just waiting for a counter ball actually, for a turnover and then for a long ball to be hit into the, because they have speedy strikers.
Interception here again, then Argentina come forward looking for an equaliser. They get a penalty corner. Video referral. Was this a deliberate stick check? We're going to find out. We're going back up to Murray Grime. Let's check the question first.
It is not deliberate. Okay. We feel his stick is in a flat position, not deliberately playing the stick. Playing the ball. Did you get that, Murray?
Should be an umpire. That was very clear. Let's have another look at it from our angle here. It was the skipper, Ray, that brings the ball forward. What do you think, Cedric? Cynically looking on there.
Well, I think it was a penalty corner because I think what happened was he obstructed the person from going through.
Crowd wait patiently. Gary Simmons waits patiently and Cousins looks nervously on. Carlos Retegi would love a penalty corner here. Another chance for Gonzalo Paylat to try and convert. Argentina are waiting. They think it's a corner.
No reason to change the decision if it was intentionally outside.
Yep, no reason to change his mind. And New Zealand now lose their video referral. So penalty corner it'll be. Argentina confidently coming through there. The stick was a deliberate obstruction in the umpire's mind and sticks with the original decision of a penalty corner. Little fist pump there from the Argentinian injector. Pelat, the striker at the head of the D. Alongside him, Ibarra. Wasn't stopped cleanly last time round. Can they make amends here? Can they get back into this game? There's the Argentinian coach. He can watch, just. Strong injection, stopped cleanly. There's the flick, it goes wide. It's come off the #1 runner though, and clearly a part of the body as well. If it's another penalty corner, must have come in off the leg here.
When the ball is pushed into the circle, and Nick Hague, the first child running out, hits his foot and a penalty corner. The ball was in the center. It was not going to be dangerous for the goalkeeper either because it's right in the center.
Brave running though from the #1 runner from New Zealand, Nick Hague. This is the follow-up penalty corner. It's straight, and again, running straight down the line. Hague goes to ground this time. That's caught him above the shin pads, but how high up the body did this hit him? He got out hard and fast to this one, and it hurt. Well, double whammy off that leg, or that left leg, I should say, up into the body, and Hague just hobbles off to get some ice and spray on that. He'll be back. So New Zealand keeping Argentina out. Some brave #1 running from Nick Hague. How do they decide in the dressing room, Cedric, who runs #1?
Well, it's normally played, you normally train for it very hard, and if you normally have 2 or 3 first runners. The question is who's playing on the pitch that time, so the first runner runs off from that way.
I guess speed essential as well.
100% speed first, and to be fearless.
Or stupid. I don't think it's the latter. Does it matter on the size of the player? Smaller, larger, get your bigger guys out there to take the hit?
I think no, it's just a question of speed and putting pressure on the first flicker.
Just thinking the Indian team as well. Raghunath is the #1 guy there. He's a big chap. Wouldn't want him running at you. Also takes the flicks as well, so maybe he knows what he's doing technically as well. You can see how the #1 strikers lining up, or the penalty flickers lining up. Is Shaw for New Zealand. New Zealand lead by 1-0. Just over 25 minutes remaining. It's Argentina 0, New Zealand 1. Argentina trying to get back into this game. They've started the second half, the pacer of the two sides. No clear-cut chances in the second half for New Zealand. They just seem to be hanging on here, and here's a chance as New Zealand get in and around the back. Argentina trying to get that shot off. Black Sticks on the back foot. Just don't seem to be playing as comfortably. There's the goal scorer, was it? May have actually been Jacob Smith, I think, coming off, and that ball tapped wide. Could have easily been tapped in, far post there by Lucas Villa. Went to ground, couldn't get the shot on target. It was blocked. They're getting ever closer. Another tight quarter-final as both these sides muscle for position. Semi-final match against England awaits the winner. Loses to play Belgium. Surely it's only a matter of time before Argentina create another goal-scoring opportunity. They are now at the head of the D with a free hit, must travel 5 yards. Comes in towards the head of the D. Lovely little chip and run. Onto the reverse stick, the shot comes in and over the bar. Well, it was high and it was wide. This is the shot from Masili. Here's the chance just before that as well. How close was this one? I think this was a lot closer. Just there, should have tapped it in. And some Black Sticks bodies going on the line. Bartholomew teaming up with Manchester to deny Argentina.
both those Argentine chances were a lot of strength on the ball, driving into the circle, but a lot of closing down by the New Zealand defense.
Free hit there as Lucas Villa is fouled again. Jab tackle away from short. Reverse stick cross is low and hard. And towards the D, and Child now picks it up back in his own quarter. Good turn of pace. He's got Ingles, who's making a huge run over in front of him. Needed that interception pass, or on the pass, I should say. Ingles with the quick restart.
Well, the idea was good, but the ball speed was far too slow and was picked up by the Argentine defender.
Jenis now just toying with the Argentinian defence. Back out through Bartholomew. Short. Burrows look to play that under the arm ball. This is much more like the Argentina that we recognise from the first two games. Argentina, who defeated the Netherlands in their first game by 5-2. I think we're going to see a card here. Yeah, it's Ingles that's gone off. So a suspension for him, into the sin bin. And this the best opportunity of the half for Argentina to get their, or themselves, back into this game. Can they keep their strong campaign going as Cousins comes off and Haig comes on for the Black Sticks? Bartholomew there with a little chip hit. Was it too much? It's going to be New Zealand ball. There is Hugo Inglis in the sin bin. 2 minutes, green card. At least 5 for a yellow. Against the run of play then, New Zealand earning a penalty corner. Earned by Simon Child. Can they convert it?
Very neat run by Simon Child. He picks up the ball, gets into the circle, is pressured by the Argentine defender, just waits for the Argentine defender to commit and finds the foot very easily. Great thinking, great vision, and great manipulating of Ruud perfectly.
Nothing complicated about it there. He's saying he took the ball cleanly, and from that angle, I have to agree. From that last angle that we saw, I can completely understand why Lucas Rossi is a little bit upset there, but there's no video referrals. Argentina cannot use their video referral. 1 from 3. The conversion rate for New Zealand. Haig and McAleese at the head of the D. This to make it 2. Oh, mistrap again. We've seen so many of those today. Ball bobbling all over the shot. The follow-up shot goes wide. There's no video referral because I think Steve Edwards was asking for something on the head of the D there. Maybe it was an Argentina foot, but it doesn't matter because neither side has a video referral. Oh, and there was a chance. Basics letting down Paredes, who was over on the left-hand flank. Restarts. Under 20 minutes left to play now. Not a goal fest this one, but it's certainly proving to be a tight game between these two. Free hit Argentina. Picked up cleanly by Edwards. Ray that regained possession for Argentina, spread out wide by Pelat. Burrows has to make sure there. He does. Loose with the aerial ball. There's no one on the end of it, but it does again relieve the pressure.
Well, New Zealand was under a lot of pressure in the last couple of minutes. There was a lot of balls being played in the 25-yard line there, and Achilles did well to just lift the ball out and take it out of his own half.
Yellow card for Simon Child. He didn't retreat the 5 metres required from that free hit. Just stood up to it, blocked it, and now he's been punished for it. 5 minutes in the sin bin. Not ideal for New Zealand, who are hanging on here by a thread. It's been all Argentina in the second half. Just that one penalty corner for New Zealand a couple of moments ago, earned by Child. He's now off for a yellow card, and Argentina can take advantage of that here. They come into the D, looking for the reverse stick shot across the face of goal. Saved by Manchester, and back towards Nick Hague.
And Manchester doing very well by just standing up upright and not throwing his body or not committing himself.
2-on-2 at the back. If Russell can make the most of it, he can. He can find his teammate looking for the return. Well, 3 of them have ended up inside the goal. Simon Child from the sin bin holds his head in his hands. There's some bodies to be collected here. It was Russell with the ball forward, across from Ingles. It looks like Hilton that ended up in the goal. Yeah, there he is, just coming in for it there, looking for the tip in, gets a touch, but the touch goes wide. Literally an inch behind it. Well, there's only one winner when you collide with the keeper. It was the Argentina attack just before that. That reverse stick shot coming across, and Manchester having to deal with it. Good save in the end, wasn't it? That was going in.
Very good save, and just stretches his left pad. Main thing, he stood upright and didn't commit himself, didn't throw his body down and leave the goal open.
Certainly the best passage of play we've seen for both sides. Both creating chances now. If you're just joining us, here's how it stands at the moment. Argentina 0, New Zealand 1. Argentina, with the better of the possession, spent more of the half inside their opponent's half, and they've had more shots as well. They're 12 to 10 in their favour. Controlling the second half. New Zealand should have really finished things up in the first half. A missed flick from Dean Cousins. A missed open goal from Stephen Jennis. Kane Russell the difference. He scored on 7 minutes. Let's hope those misses aren't too costly if you're shouting for New Zealand today. Argentina a lifeline. Still time to get themselves back into this game. If they can keep their heads, that's all they've got to do. Keep their heads, keep their composure, keep these attacks building from the back.
They've also got a numerical advantage because Simon Child is sitting out in the sin bin, and New Zealand is playing a half-court press now.
Yeah, there he is. Rather casual there. Cup of tea? Taken out into touch by Panchir. Restart. Panchir again with the punch away. There's a really solid defensive touch there from Dean Cousins at the heart of the attack, or the defence I should say, there as the attack tried to break through. Got everything behind it.
Well, they're looking for the direct route into the circle, and Dean Cousins did very well to just block out that ball.
And there's Bartholomew on the other side of the pitch doing exactly the same. Gives up the free hit though this time. Still no way through for Argentina. Still they try. Peeling out again through Ibarra. Paylat back to Ibarra. Pretty pedestrian, but does the trick. Not too much thought behind that one, was there, Cedric?
But they're looking to release pressure as much as possible because they're playing 10 versus 11, as well as Argentina's got far more supremacy at the moment.
Yeah, they just need to make sure they maintain possession here now. Good, run some more time off the clock. It's Jacob Smith. Got Marcus Child alongside him. Tried to get around the back himself and find a foot, but Argentina come away with it again now. Panchia and Child track back. Cousins regains possession, but not for long. Only a couple more seconds in the sin bin for Simon Child. Being encouraged to take those remaining few seconds sat down. Ball goes out into touch, just inside the New Zealand half. Child back on then. Ingles, Edwards and Jenis waiting to come on as well for New Zealand. Also Rossi for Argentina. Argentina trail here. They've got 13 minutes left to get back into the game. Match 15 of the tournament. Quarter-final number 3. England are through to the semi-finals. The Netherlands are through to the semi-finals. Who's going to join them from this game? Will it be Argentina or will it be New Zealand? Final game of the day is Australia versus hosts India. And India spring a surprise on Australia. Stay tuned to find out. Oh, lovely strength here. Argentina to get one back. There's the shot. Goes wide. There was a little deflection there in front of the goalkeeper. Here's what's happened.
Tremendous strength on the ball. Gets into the circle. Tries the shot, but just wide.
2 Argentina attackers there, including Paredes on that far post. Another missed opportunity for Argentina. Stick tackle there, accidental. Came in from Tarrant. There's a couple of the Aussie lads watching on ahead of their quarter-final match. There's a deflection that takes it away from the goal mouth this time of Devon Manchester. And away from the danger man Paredes, who's there. Makes a lead run down the baseline, can't quite pick it up. Under pressure from Kane Russell.
Argentina doing well to push more people up front into the circle.
And that ball lifted into the circle, waved on, and into the goal! Oh yes! Paredes does it, and gets one back. Argentina won, New Zealand won. The bench are up, the Indian fans here are up. We've got a game on our hands.
A nice long ball played towards the circle. Ball bumps inside, a lot of deflections, a lot of scrappiness. The ball comes to Paredes, who just slashes the ball into the corner with a reverse hit. Just fortunate that the ball came to him. There's a lot of running in the circle there, and the ball fell very well for Paredes, who just with the Argentina reverse hit the ball into the corner of the goal, and a great equalizer for Argentina.
A second goal of the tournament then for Matias Paredes, scoring on 59 minutes. It was coming, wasn't it? You could just sense the New Zealand defence starting to weaken. A barrage of attacks in this second half. Now they look to get back into this game. It's 1-1, and they've got a penalty corner. Well, that's one way to go about doing it. Straight back up the other end. Penalty corner awarded. No video referrals available to the Argentina side. There's the ball up.
Well, the penalty corner because Matthias Ray rose the ball onto a dangerous point from inside the circle, so it's a penalty corner.
I wonder who he's shouting for. Head coach there, Colin Batch, with his Black Sticks laptop out, looking at the options here from the head of the D. Well, no surprise. Kane Russell's there at the head of it. Comes Russell's way, slip this time, Ingles takes the hit, it goes wide. Deflected wide for a long corner. They tried to do a variation there from the head of the D. Not cleanly executed, that ball bobbles out and will go for a sideline ball. Here's that chance.
Well, the ball didn't come up too fast, and the slip ball was not anyway classy in terms of perfection. And the on-rushing second runner closed out the angle and put a stick on the ball and deflected the ball out. A good running by the Argentine defence.
Good to see New Zealand going for it a bit more here. That ball went out into touch. Ingles unable to keep it in. Well, that one would have taken Burrows' head clean off his shoulders had that hit him. Did well to react and get out of the way of it. This is more like it. Rick Charlesworth there on the left of Australia. Aussie boys in action against hosts India directly after this game. At the moment, this is going to a penalty shootout. Penalties run from the 25-metre line. 5 players selected, 8 seconds to score their goal, one-on-one with the keeper. That to look forward to if the scores stay deadlocked. Must have a winner in this game. The winner will go on and play England in the semi-finals. New Zealand, of course, who have already played England in their third pool game, losing that game by 5-1. Completely different, though, isn't it, when you get down to the knockout stages of a tournament. Nudge in the back there from Edwards. Brought down as well by McAleese. Good control and gets the restart underway. There's Child with the turn. Pilar brings the ball down the right-hand flank now for Argentina. Acres of space over on the other side. Opts to go one-on-one and beats McAleese. Wins the free hit. Ibarra now, who's been influential in this tournament so far. That ball, though, not one of his best.
Well, the idea was good, Mike. He wanted number 10 of Argentina, Paredes, to pull wider to receive that ball, because there was a lot of defense in the center of the circle. He should have run out to receive that pass and keep possession of the ball deep in the opposition 25.
Finally, New Zealand gain some sort of possession. I spoke too soon. Tic-tac hockey at the moment, as both sides just keep pinching it off each other, then giving it back. Need to retain possession here. Bartholomew plays the safe pass, cross-field, forward from Russell. Jenis now. McAleese on the overlapping run. On the 25 now with the restart. Jenis steps forward, cross-field ball to Burrows is a good one. Brought down comfortably. Lovely little chip here along the baseline from Burrows. Looks for his teammate, follows it up. Argentina ball. No mistakes from Bartholomew, just takes it straight out. Lopez over the ball, back through Ibarra. Just shifting the New Zealand defence now, Argentina. Strong step again from young Kane Russell. Wins the free hit. So Argentina getting back into this game on 59 minutes through Matias Paredes. That after Kane Russell put New Zealand ahead on 7 minutes. Couldn't hold on to that lead. It's crossed the baseline. 5 minutes left to play then. Argentina 1, New Zealand 1. Neither side with their video referral. Heading for penalties as things stand at the moment. Winner plays England, loser plays Belgium in the semi-finals. The losers, in fact, down into the bottom half of the table and towards the 5th and 8th places, all to be decided in the latter part of this tournament, which concludes on Saturday. Semi-finals on Friday, finals on Saturday, and then we'll have our first ever winners of the Hero Hockey World League. Ball cut out by Bartholomew. Crossfield finds Tarrant. Tomahawk ball forward. Child. Good 1-2 there. Was looking to play with Ingles, who was at the head of the D. Ray, the captain, dispossessed over the 25. Then here come New Zealand coming forward again. Child tries to get the shot off. Well, he earned a penalty corner. A penalty stroke in the first half. Similar sort of run, purely accidental there, wiping out the Argentina defender Simon Child. But always dangerous when you come in from the wrong side. Have a look at this.
Simon Child picks up the ball very well, but is closed down beautifully by number 22 Vila. Matthias Ray, basically. Yep. Fantastic closing down. And just, I think, a little nudge on to Simon Child and gets him off balance. But not picked up by the umpire, and a great save for Argentina.
Child just trying to get the New Zealand side pumped up for this final few minutes. Under 4 minutes left to play. Looking for a winning goal in regulation time. Bergner is dispossessed. Luckily for him, Lopez was there. Ends up in the back of the goal. Still the crowd cheer, no goal. Has to get a touch from inside the D. That attacking circle away to your right-hand side of your picture. 1-2 between Burrows and Shaw's a nice one. Sadly, it amounts to nothing. Here come Argentina again. Cousins gets his eyes up, scuffs that one though. Free hit Argentina. On the baseline again. Here they are looking for the winner! Where's the ball? Is it under the keeper? Yes, it is, so it's a penalty corner. And one of the New Zealand players, is it Shaw that's run into the post? There it is. Right onto the collarbone, Mighty Duck style. Have a look at this. Quick free take, or free hit from Argentina. They hit the baseline here, deflected, it was going in. Manchester was back on it. Just there on the far post. If Shaw hadn't been there, and if Manchester hadn't got it caught under his body, that was goal bound. Heavy hit on Shaw's left shoulder though. He's up. Just on the right of your picture there. There's the conversion rates for Argentina. None from 5 in this game. This, the best opportunity of the game, and to take the win. From the head of the D then. Oh no, they can't stop it. It's gathered by Paredes. Now they try and get the shot off. Do they get another foot there? Oh, I think they did. Oh, well, Argentina furious here, because that did look like it came off a foot. They don't have their video referral, though. Just by the reaction of all the players, it looked like a clear foot, Cedric.
Yeah, I think it was a foot, as far as I'm concerned. Pelia just spun around and found the foot of the defender who was closing him down.
Well, again, the ball not stopped from the initial penalty corner. They did the best they could after that. Here's that chance. There's the foot that we were looking at there. Pretty obvious from that angle. Neither on umpire in a position where they could see it. You can see why Argentina were a little upset at the decision. Final few minutes then. Carlos Retegui just relaying some messages to Ibarra here. Maybe they're confident about taking it forward through to penalties, to the penalty shootout. That's where the keepers really would have something to do. Juan Vivaldi for Argentina and Devon Manchester for New Zealand. Could be their moment to shine. Panchia. Back through Bartholomew. Cousins now. Long corner. Long corner again, which Burrows will take. Final minute of play then. Argentina 1, New Zealand 1. The dying moments of this third quarter-final of the day.
All 11 players of the Argentine team back in the defense in the 25-yard line, where at the same time New Zealand has got 4 back in defense, although there's no Argentine player.
Well, I hope they've been practicing their penalties. This surely the last play of regulation time. Tarrant with the ball. Straight onto the Argentina defender's stick. It's Lopez that brings it out. And solid tackle there on Villa. Can't deny his passion. Aerial ball into the D. And the goalkeeper was closest to it, and therefore the Black Sticks had to be 5 yards. The crowd count down the final few seconds of this third quarter-final. In regulation time, it's finished Argentina 1, New Zealand 1. We head to a penalty shootout. Far from done here in New Delhi. New Zealand opening the scoring on 7 minutes through Kane Russell. Halfway through the second half, Argentina got back into this game, equalising on 59 minutes through Matias Paredes. But now we head to a penalty shootout. 5 players to be selected to go one-on-one with the goalkeeper from the 25, 8 seconds to score their goal. Stay tuned for all of that. There we go then. Full-time score here in New Delhi is Argentina 1, New Zealand 1. So full-time here. Don't go too far away from your TV screens. 5 penalties apiece to be taken. If the scores are still deadlocked after that, we'll go to sudden death. But it's New Zealand versus Argentina in a penalty shootout. Who are going to be the 5 brave souls to put their hands up for their country? We can have a look at some highlights in the meantime before we get to the shootout. Argentina in the second half, definitely the better of the 2 sides. Just going wide there, that deflection shot from Lucas Villa. They came close again here, under pressure, this time kept out by Bartholomew and Manchester. Reverse stick shot there over the bar. Pressure was really starting to mount in the New Zealand defence. There was another bobbly one that fell comfortably in the end for Paredes, who got the equaliser on 59 minutes. Scrappy, you could say, but the execution, well, bang on. You go then, penalty shootout. New Zealand versus Argentina for a place in the Hero Hockey World League semi-finals. So both keepers prep themselves. That's the reserve keeper there, Joaquin Bertol. But Juan Vivaldi will be called into action for Argentina. Devon Manchester for New Zealand. Are you ready? Who are you shouting for? Is it Argentina or is it New Zealand? Who's going through to face England in the semis? So let's have a look down there and see who we've got. The 2 captains, first of all, doing the toss to see who's going to go first. Cedric D'Souza alongside me here in the commentary box. Let's see if we can pick out some of the players that are going to be taking the penalties here. Certainly looks as though Steve Edwards and Burrows are down there. Simon Child, Hugo Ingles, and Blair Hilton by the looks of things for New Zealand. They gather on one half of the pitch. Matthias Ray is down there too. Lucas Villa. Calioni also among the penalty takers for Argentina. It's the keepers here that really have to keep their focus. There's Devon Manchester. Is he going to be the hero tonight? Interesting as well, Cedric just pointing out that Argentina have in fact substituted their goalkeeper. So Joaquin Bertol will be in goal for Argentina ahead of Juan Vivaldi. Well, what a time to come in cold. Hasn't played the game, remember, but clearly their penalty specialist. And he takes his place in the goal for Argentina. Interesting decision, Cedric.
Well, he must be good at his coming out of the circle, because every goalkeeper has to impose himself in the circle, move over the block as quickly as possible and get to the penalty spot, and then react from there onwards.
Okay, so it's Ingles to go first for New Zealand. Penalty number 1 of 5. 8 seconds to get into the D and beat the keeper one-on-one. We wait for the umpires. Gary Simmons just waiting for the TDs to give him the go-ahead. Bertold waits in goal for Argentina. Inglis, penalty number 1. We're ready, brace yourselves. It's showtime. Eight seconds on the clock then. Ingles goes strong, keeper goes down, can't tuck it under the body, and Ingles saying that he was fouled. Goal won't stand. He thought he was fouled there. He goes over to protest to the umpire, but no goal. New Zealand miss their first chance.
And Joachim comes out of the circle, comes out to the top of the 20 spot, and takes a couple of more steps forward and fouls Hugo Inglis. Actually, he smothered the ball very well. He got him into the goalkeeper's net, as we call it, and saved that ball. Good thinking by the keeper.
Advantage, Argentina. Ibarra steps up. Ibarra then versus Manchester. Which way is he going to go? Onto the forehand side. Can he get round? No, he can't. Denied. 0-0 after one penalty apiece. Ibarra put under pressure here.
When he comes up forward, he comes to Manchester does very well to sidestep, and then just pushes him down to the narrow angle, and Ibarra flicks the ball wide.
Hilton up next for New Zealand. This to put his side ahead in the shootout. Hilton drives to the head of the D, gets his eyes up, goes on to the reverse stick, thinks about it, stays tomahawk shot, and goes in! That's the first goal for New Zealand in the shootout. New Zealand 1, Argentina 0.
When he comes forward, he makes the goalkeeper commit. The goalkeeper commits the first one angle, and then just brings the ball to the spins off onto the left-hand side and flicks the ball into the goal.
Calioni for Argentina. 8 seconds again on the clock. Tense times watching on for the rest of the Argentina side. They trail here by a penalty to 1, upon 1-0. Calioni with the shot, side netting. So still 1-0. 2 misses for Argentina. Here's what happened second time round.
But Calioni goes wide. Devon Manchester moves very well, sidesteps to the right-hand side, pushes the Calioni wide, and hits a wide shot out.
1-0 New Zealand lead. Green light, just the one of them from 4 penalties. Can Simon Child add a second green light? Penalty corner, or penalty number 3, I should say, for New Zealand. Simon Child on the spin. Keeper really getting down though. There's the shot. The whistle had gone. The ball had not crossed the line. Again, the keeper, second time they're saying, bringing down a New Zealand player. What's your take on this, Cedric?
Well, if a keeper brings a player down deliberately, that's a penalty stroke, but Simon Child didn't fall. So the question is that, and it took more than 7 seconds, 8 seconds, so no goal for New Zealand.
Visibly pumped, Berthold, the Argentina goalkeeper. Penalty number 3 for Argentina. This to level things up. Whistle goes. The 8 seconds start ticking down. Manchester gets a stick on it. Open goal though, and Argentina have one back. Argentina 1, New Zealand 1. Well, Masili kept his cool and scores the goal.
When Manchester comes up, Masili spins off, goes to the right-hand side, saved by Manchester, ball trickles back to Masili, who just slips into the goal.
Well, this one is going all the way. Berthold versus Burrows. 1 goal apiece. A place in the semi-finals up for grabs. Burrows now. 1-on-1 with the keeper. To put it side ahead, saved by Berthold. Advantage Argentina. Well, Burrows missing here.
Burrows moves forward. He doesn't make the goalkeeper move from the angle, from the center angle. He just keeps him straight inside, and he tries to flick it past the keeper. Keeper goes well down and deflects it off with his right extended stick.
So 1-1 as things stand at the moment. Argentina with 1 extra penalty. And here they come with it. Villa against Manchester. Goes reverse stick, tight angle, blasts it off into the stadium. And this one is going all the way. Well, neither side proving efficient from the penalties.
When Villa comes forward, Manchester stays his ground, doesn't fall, and when he's about to hit the ball, then commits himself. But Lucas Ray had already lifted the ball wide across the goal.
Edwards for New Zealand has to score this to put the pressure on Argentina. Only Hilton on the score sheet so far for New Zealand. Masili for Argentina. Penalty number 5. Steve Edwards for New Zealand, through the legs and scores! 2-1 to New Zealand. So then, the final penalty.
Well, Steve Edwards comes inside, sees the goalkeeper slightly open, pushes the ball very trickily through the pads and to the goal. Goalkeeper committed himself by keeping the legs wide open and in through the gate.
Mateus Ray over the ball for Argentina. Devon Manchester in the goal for New Zealand. Manchester keeps this out. New Zealand go through to the semi-finals. He can't. Will go to sudden death. What a hit in from the head of the D from Mateus Ray. 2-2. Just picked his spot. Manchester leaving that left kicker open, right-hand side as we looked at it. Sudden death. Well, you wouldn't want to be a player out there, would you, Cedric?
A lot of tension out there on the pitch at the moment. It's now the sudden death, so it's the goalkeepers who have to show their class.
Well, Masili is going to step up first. He's the most confident, having scored his first penalty. Can he make it 2 on the night? Masili versus Manchester. Which way is he going to go this time? Onto the forehand, no, reverse stick, yes, forehand, walks it in, wrong foot to the goalkeeper, and gives Argentina the lead.
Vasily comes into the circle, moves to the right-hand side, spins off, shows a fake, spins off again, and then pushes the ball into an empty net. There's no choice for Darren Manchester but to commit himself on the first spin. And he's beaten on the second spin.
Vasily then has converted his penalty. Sudden death. New Zealand and Hugo Ingles have to score this to keep their dreams alive of a semi-final place. Berthold comes out to meet Ingles. Ingles spins, goes reverse stick, should be an easy one, pops it in. Level pegging. Well, it's relentless. They're going to do this all night.
When English comes into the circle, Berthold comes out, commits himself to the right-hand side. English spins off to the left and just taps the ball into an open goal.
3 apiece then. We're in sudden death. Argentina next up. It's Lucas Villa again. Missed last time round. How will he get on in sudden death? Breaks right. Manchester tracks across. 8 seconds, remember to score, shoots wide! Villa scuffs it wide and misses his second in sudden death.
Lucas comes into the circle, pulls to the right-hand side, makes Darren Manchester commit. Manchester up on his feet very quickly, dives across again. Lucas Villa hits the ball right across the goal, out by miles.
Well, take a deep breath. Hilton for the win. Blair Hilton then, who converted his first penalty. Now in sudden death, can he give New Zealand the win? That semi-final berth against England. Quite simply, if he scores here, New Zealand go through to the semis. Hilton then sets off on his 8-second run. Keeper commits, tight angle here, can he score? Yes, he can! New Zealand have done it! They're through to the semi-finals of the Hero Hockey World League. Winning in penalties, not just penalties, but sudden death penalties. They took Argentina all the way. But the hero for New Zealand is that man Hilton, Blair Hilton. 2 penalties on the night. And New Zealand through to the semi-finals. Well, congratulations to the Black Sticks. They've made it a place in the semi-finals against England. For Argentina, that means they face Belgium. I thought we were going to go all night there as the two sides went toe-to-toe in a penalty shootout. It went to sudden death. New Zealand kept their nerve, and New Zealand are our 3rd semi-finalists. So England are there, they'll face England. Netherlands are there, they'll face either Australia or India. What a game. Well, really, New Zealand should have finished it off in the first half of this game between Argentina. Some missed chances overall on the night, but kept their cool right at the very end. And in particular, Blair Hilton here, getting the better of Joaquin Berthold. Berthold, who'd managed to deny 4 penalties on the night. Couldn't keep Hilton from scoring in the final. Manchester doing his part as well. First to get over there and congratulate Blair Hilton. You can see the frustration there of substitute goalkeeper Joaquin Berthold, who, to be fair to him, came in and put the pressure on New Zealand to take it all the way. Job done then, New Zealand in the semi-finals. As we said, for Argentina, a match against Belgium awaits. Contrasting moods in both camps. Hamish McGregor there, although not playing his part here tonight, certainly part of the team who've trained exceptionally hard for this moment, and they're enjoying it too, and rightly so. The Black Sticks through, winners of quarter-final 3 against Argentina, and they'll face England. Simon Child, unhappy, I think, at the way he was cleaned up by Berthold, the keeper in that penalty shootout, just getting some reasoning for that from the officials touch side. Finished 1-1 in regulation time, went to penalties, was level on penalties 2-2, and then New Zealand winning it on sudden death. It had everything. So Burrows, the happier of the men down there, I think. Bartholomew, Edwards, Hilton. And what about that for a contrast? Feels terrible. Let's get down pitch side for tonight's Man of the Match presentation with Simon Mason.
Welcome to the Hero Man of the Match presentation. I'm delighted to be joined pitch side by Koku Budeski, the FIH representative and the president of the Pan American Hockey Federation. He's here to present the Hero Trophy and the cheque for 25,000 rupees to our Hero Man of the Match, Kane Russell. Kane, if I may, tough game. It seemed like that second goal during the game would just never come.
Yeah, that's right. You know, we had a lot of opportunities, we couldn't put them away, but we hung in there, and it's not the way you want to win a game, but at least we got the win. The boys are pumped.
And it seemed like a game of New Zealand teamwork and patience against Argentinian flair at times.
Yeah, that's right. You know, I think we won that game on legs and fight, and we just fought, and they're a good team. They're fired up after they lost against Australia, and we knew it was going to be tough.
And I know you weren't involved, but how tough is it for the boys mentally for those penalties?
Oh yeah, you know, I can't imagine. It's tough enough standing on the sideline, but for those boys, it's bloody hard.
And a rematch up with England in the semi-final. Looking forward to that?
Yeah, definitely. You know, it's pretty close in that last game. We let it slip, and the goal difference is quite big, but I think the boys can do it.
Well, congratulations on today's result. Good luck for the rest of the competition.
Thank you.
Kane Russell there, the man of the match this evening. New Zealand versus Argentina. New Zealand's going through to face England again. Remember, they lost 5-1 in the pool stages against England. Just hearing there from Russell that New Zealand had it slip. They're going to make that mistake twice. A day off tomorrow then for all the sides to gather themselves ahead of their respective matches. Our next match here is Australia versus the host India, as Argentina head off to the dressing room for an ice bath. A foggy evening here in New Delhi, but emerging through the mist in that last game, New Zealand beating Argentina on penalties in the end. It went to sudden death, and Blair Hilton was the man who delivered the goods on the night. A great atmosphere brewing here then for the final quarter-final of the day, Australia versus India. That starts at 8 p.m. local time. Just about 15 minutes or so to wait for that one. New Zealand through on penalties from this one though in quarter-final number 3. They'll face England in the semi-finals.